Hey Virgo, welcome to Energy to Elevate. Thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into your July reading. I did go ahead and pre-shuffle a little bit, laid off a few cards to really guide your reading. I also pre-pulled your oracle cards, and what I got for you guys was Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. I also got Goddess of Knowledge. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. Followed by the Goddess of Beauty. You are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. And the Angel of Guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So, off top, Virgo, for July, I feel like this month there's going to be a lot of revelations about self, a lot of focusing just, on you, really spending a lot of time reflecting, a lot of time just rethinking, you know, how you've been showing up in relationships, how you've been showing up in life, how you've been showing up in the world. I think that in the past there may have been a lot of negative self talk, a lot of self criticism. You're not really truly seeing just how divine you are, how unique you are, how special you are, and how your uniqueness really contributes to everyone around you. Just really spending time tapping into what it is that you bring to the table in a lot of different aspects. I feel here. When I pre pulled the cards in your pre shuffle, it was like you guys were coming out of the Hermit energy, which, of course, the Hermit is your card, your major arcana, but you guys really coming out of this healing kind of energy, like you coming out of solitude after having to walk away from something that you may have invested a lot of time, a lot of emotions into, and you really emerging kind of with this renewed sense of self. You showed up as the Empress in the pre shuffle. So, really tapping into your abundance is going to be key this month. Really tapping into your power is going to be key. Really spending time doing things that you're passionate about, really spending time investing into your goals and yourself is going to be key. And also releasing any attachments to anything that kind of keep you from showing up as your best self. So we're going to go ahead and use the tarot to really dive deeper into all of these cards. So, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my beautiful guardian angels, ascendant masters, love and light, only you are welcome here. Only your divine guidance, wisdom, and insight is welcome here. Please give me more details on what Virgo can expect for the month of July. Virgo in July. Tell me about the goddess of compassion for Virgo. Ooh. Virgo, goddess of compassion. And it came up this way. So, with goddess of compassion, Virgo, we got the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, the Sun card, and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're feeling really unmotivated right now, really seeking something that you can invest your passion into, your emotions into. You are seeking kind of to start off fresh in a lot of ways. Maybe in career specifically, you are looking to maybe start a new career, start a new job, but to start something that you're passionate about, you are really trying to move into this sun energy, which is a period of extreme abundance, extreme blessings. But right now, it's like you're feeling really unmotivated, just really heavy, maybe uncertain about what those things are that make you come to life, make you come alive here. Um, and it's like right now you are your biggest critic. Right now you are your biggest enemy. Maybe the way that you are thinking about things or thinking about life, this energy just feels really heavy. Like I don't know if you are coming out of a period of depression. Here is what I get with, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups being in reverse. This just feels like a complete lack of motivation, not really sure about where to go. Um, but it's like you're seeking something that makes you feel joyful, that really sparks that sense of joy in your life. You're seeking joy right now, Virgo, or in July. That's the biggest thing, is you finding something to really get you out of this heavy, depressive, kind of like woe is me feeling, is what I'm getting here. And it, with the Goddess of Compassion, it says self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. So there's a need to really think about your self-talk, like I said. So it may be helpful for you to right now to kind of keep a journal and really start writing down those things that come to your mind when you start to doubt. Just thinking about, those things that we tell ourselves about ourselves, those what is it, self-limiting beliefs is what I'm feeling here. There are things that you are telling yourself that aren't really in your best interest at this time. So it could be something like, I'm not good enough. I never complete what I finish. I'll never be successful. I'll never succeed. And there's a need for you to start being mindful of all of those things that you tell yourself that are negative, and really start combating them with positive things. So I will be successful. I can succeed. I will always succeed. I'm always supported. There's nothing that I can't achieve if I put my mind to it. There's really a need for you to start being more positive and having more compassion, self-compassion for yourself. So really be mindful of the way that you're talking to yourself and the things that you are telling yourself about you. Getting over here to the Goddess of Beauty, you are a wondrous being of light. There's nothing to change or fix. So you are good just the way that you are. Of course, we all have those things that we want to change, those areas that we want to grow in, but know that you are enough just as you are. And life is a continuous process of growing and evolving and, changing into our best self. Know, that we are all in this process of growing and evolving and of learning. And maybe you are really focused on something in the past that didn't work out, or how you've shown up in the past, or there could be something that you're just feeling really bonded to, really tied to, that is keeping you from seeing yourself in a different light here. Goddess of the Shadows was at the bottom of the deck. So it says, what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. So thinking of like in the Bible when they talk about, Paul having a thorn in his side, and he prayed and he prayed and he prayed for God to remove it. But that thing was something that made him human, something that kept him in alignment with God, something that kept him coming back to God. We all have those areas in our lives where we feel like we fall short. And those areas are really for us to be reminded that we're human, that we're not supposed to do this thing called life on our own, that we are supposed to allow God to continuously help us and guide us along our paths. And those things, they all make us human. We all have those things that we kind of struggle with in some way, shape, or form. But know that whatever it is that you're struggling with, it does not have to be your identity. It is not you. So if it's drinking, you're not an alcoholic. You are someone who struggles with alcohol. If it's drugs, you're not an addict or just a druggie or something like that. You are a human being who is doing the best that they can with the cards that they were dealt. So give yourself some compassion this month, Virgo, knowing that whatever it is in your life that you want to change, you have the ability and the power to change it. And it doesn't make you any less deserving of anything. It's not something that you can't overcome. You can overcome anything that you truly seek to change in your life. So let's keep going. Goddess of knowledge. Goddess of knowledge. Oh. Goddess of knowledge. Okay, so for Goddess of Knowledge, we got the King of Cups in the upright, potential Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords in the upright, and the Three of Cups in the upright. So you might intuitively just know and feel that there is a relationship, could be, a significant water sign in your life right now, where you are really at this point, or will be in July, where you have to make a choice of whether to allow this person to remain in your life as they have been, or whether to let this situation go. You may be feeling overwhelmed about this choice at this time, and are really struggling to kind of determine, if this person is good for you, if they have the best intentions for you. But with the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups here, it's like you already kind of have, like I said, a hunch, an intuition that something is off. This person could be lying to you, betraying you, seeking to get over you in some way, shape, or form. And you're really still trying to see this person in the best light. You're thinking back on happy times. You're thinking back on good memories, but you just can't shake the feeling that something is off here. And with the Goddess of Knowledge, it says start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. So you know that quote where it's like, when people show you who they are, believe them. So I feel as though there may have been some situations in the past where this person has kind of proved themselves to be dishonest here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords, where they could have been investing in other people. You could have found out that this person was cheating on you, lying to you about a third party, or had you involved in a third party situation. They may have said something like, they broke this off, that it's not that big of a deal. This person isn't in their life anymore. But you have to start to apply what you've already seen of this person, what you already know to be true of this person and their character, and really trust whatever urge, whatever, tingling, whatever, niggling nudge you get deep down in your gut about this person. You're being urged in the month of July to really trust it, trust your intuition, and also hold it against, like I said, what you've already seen from this person. Believe them, however they've already shown up in your life to be kind of like this dishonest, deceptive person who may be having multiple options, and then it leaves you feeling kind of confused about where you stand, where to go, what to do. Really trust it. Really trust it. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Okay. Goddess of Beauty. For Goddess of Beauty, we got first the Five of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Page of Cups, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Cups. So this person could have definitely had you in a third party situation, or maybe even left you in the past for someone else. There's a sense of someone being left out in the cold here. And maybe this person has tried to return, or will be trying to return in July, but they're showing up as the Page of Cups. So really giving you the bare minimum. This could also be someone who's younger than you, someone who's offering you something that just isn't enough. There's like a sense of someone coming back to offer you something after leaving you out in the cold. And it's like you're being urged to really step into your power and really, cut the bullshit. Tell the person to really cut the bullshit. With the Page of Pentacles here in reverse, I feel like you aren't going to accept this offer, and in turn, this person is going to be left feeling really disappointed, really, kind of like you're going to throw them for a loop if they do come back making you the subpar offer, and then you kind of step up. in the past you may have felt as though that you needed to make some changes in order to get this person to step up and give you an offer to kind of choose you, is what I'm getting. Like, this person could have been juggling a lot of people, or just another situation, and you kind of start to internalize that a little bit, feeling as though, maybe if I did this, they would be better. Maybe if I changed this, they would be better. And you're being urged by spirit with the goddess of beauty here to know that you are wonderful just the way that you are. There's nothing for you to change or fix. You can't change yourself to make a person love you. And if you do change yourself just for this person to love you, and not saying that, in relationships we shouldn't change things or seek to be better, but if you have to change the core and the essence of who you are for someone to love you, this person is not for you. We all have people out there who love all of the quirks about us, who truly see the beauty in everything that you are, and you're showing up as this beautiful, illustrious being, full of grace, full of power. And I see you really sad about this. You cried a lot of tears over this person. You have really started to doubt yourself. And I'm getting that, that TLC song. This person made you feel unpretty. You can buy hair if you won't grow. You can fix your nose if you said so. But you can buy all the makeup that man can make. But if you can't look inside you, yeah. I can't think all the words, but you know where I'm getting at, Virgo. This person has really caused you, and I'm kind of feeling that energy here, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of tears, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror like, well, who do I have to be for them to love me? And you're being encouraged in the month of July to know that you don't have to be anybody but yourself. You were created, predestined the way that you are for a reason, because there is somebody out there just for you, like I said, who's going to love every single thing about you. Please do not change yourself to make someone else love you. Let's get Angel of Guidance for Virgo. Okay. I got it. So we got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Sorry about that. So what I'm getting is you invested a lot into this relationship, or you have very high hopes for making this connection work, but it has not been fulfilling up until this point. And you are, with this Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in reverse, you just may be feeling extremely uncertain about where to go next. Feeling like things are completely off balance here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like there may have been a series of things in addition to this relationship that just haven't seemed to work out for you, Virgo, and you are trying to pick up the pieces in all areas of your life. It's like, my relationship's not working, my job's not working, family's off balance. It's like you're on the downside of the Wheel of Fortune. But the good thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it always comes back around, If you are going through a down period, a period where you're feeling just extremely low, know that you can only go up from here, that things are going to get better from here. And with the Angel of Guidance being here for you, it's saying a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. You may have wrapped a lot of yourself and your self-worth into this relationship and into this person. And the dangerous thing about doing that is when we make a person our everything and then they walk out, we're left with nothing. We're left at ground zero. We're left to really pick up the pieces. So it's like you're trying to figure out who you are outside this relationship. Where do I go? What does life mean without this person? And Trust me, Virgo, I've been there, where you have to spend a lot of time soul searching, thinking about what were the things that brought me joy before it was all about this person. What were those things that, made me feel alive? Think back to, like, during your childhood. What did you used to say you wanted to be when you grow up? What are those things that you legit could use for hours and hours on end, and they brought you joy and they brought you alive? Whether it was going to the library, reading books, listening to music, playing, you know, just being around friends, and playing volleyball or sport or something like that. You have to spend some time getting back to basics, getting back to the core of yourself. And I do see spirit actually coming in to provide you some guidance, figuring out, what are those next steps. And you don't have, if you do start setting big, huge, lofty goals, which I think would be good for you right now, is to start setting some goals, to really start thinking about, what do I want my life to look like? Know that you don't have to, and you won't make all of the changes overnight. All you have to do is start taking small baby steps, incremental change, and it will manifest into something bigger, into something larger for you. Yeah, the star card in reverse is at the bottom of the deck. You are really seeking that renewed sense of inspiration. You're like, you're looking from a sign from above, and with the sign is coming in, you will get this renewed sense of inspiration. There's a need for you to pray more, a need for you to really start calling on your angels, your ancestor guides, the divine, to really show you, to really speak to you, to speak to your heart, so that way you can get really clear on not just who you are and what you're here to do, but also how you can just use your gifts and your talents to show up as your best self in life. So this feels really heavy, Virgo, and my heart is going out to you. Know that you won't be in this dark period forever, that there are good things coming for you. You deserve nothing but good things. So let's see what the lesson is. What's the lesson that you're supposed to learn from this? What lessons are going to be popping up for Virgo in the month of July? Okay. Growth is at the bottom of the deck. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yeah, you're in the middle of a really big growth period for you, Virgo. Honesty popped out, empathy popped out, and peace popped out. So the honesty card says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So know that in relationships, in life, we can't always count on other people. The one person that you can always count on being true to you is yourself. Be honest with yourself about where it is you want to go, about what's the life you want to create. Tell yourself some truth about yourself. And this is going back to that Goddess of Compassion card when I was talking about earlier, about the negative self-talk and the criticism and everything like that. Continue to speak positive, honest things about yourself to you. This person could have told you a lot of lies, a lot of negative things, and you're just replaying them, and then those lies of the enemy become our perceived self-talk. It becomes the way that we talk about ourselves, the way that we think about ourselves. You need to start speaking truth to yourself, life to yourself, light to yourself, honesty to yourself. The second card is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So you are being encouraged to kind of look at whatever happened in this connection from both sides. Really try to have a little bit of, I'm hesitant to say compassion because I don't like how this person is showing up in this reading, but really trying to see the person for who they are, in the sense that we all are essentially wounded from our childhoods. We all carry baggage, and we do the best that we can do with what we've been given. And this person may not have been able to love you because they didn't have love. You know, they may not have been able to encourage you and support you because they weren't encouraged and supported. And there's a need for you to kind of see their side as well. It does not mean you have to accept it. It does not mean that you have to allow it to continue to show up and be in your life. But you are being encouraged to try to see their side of things as well. There's some potential for you to grow by seeing their side as well, or at least being open to seeing it. And then the final lesson we have for you, Virgo, for July is peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Look at Spirit coming through, confirming what I said. I feel like this person was extremely negative, was extremely toxic, was extremely harmful to you, especially to your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being. Know that you are a being of love. You deserve nothing but positive things. Release this person, release their negative energy, you know, burn some sage. It may be helpful for you to take a spiritual bath at this time. Maybe invest in some crystals and some candles to really clear out your space physically and really help you kind of clear your mind so that way you can have peace after being around and attached to this negative energy for such a long period of time. So we're going to go ahead and pull some oracle advice cards, prayer cards for you, Virgo, for the month of July. If this video has been encouraging to you in any way, shape, or form up until this point, please send me some encouragement by liking this video, subscribing to my channel. I would definitely appreciate it. Okay, let's get some advice for Virgo for the month of July. What's the advice here for Virgo? Virgo in July. Advice for Virgo in July. Advice for Virgo in July. Yeah. Okay. The first card that popped up is Focus on Divine and Perfect Health. And when I see this card, it always makes me think of mental health. Right now and in the month of July, it's going to be really important for you to tend to your mental health. If this person was negative and toxic to the point where you are really struggling to get out of this depression, it may be helpful for you to seek out support in terms of baby therapy, counseling, support groups, especially if this person was physically abusive. But a lot of times people don't understand that emotional abuse, mental abuse can be just as harmful as if not more so than physical abuse, because the thing with mental abuse and being talked down to, belittled, and just, you know, spiteful words all the time is that those bruises go unseen, but they're left on our spirit, they're left on our heart, they're left in our mind. And if you are really struggling, Virgo, I really encourage you to reach out for support. BetterHelp online is a really great counseling platform. There are also a lot of cool mental health apps that could be supportive to you at this time. And the prayer says, God, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. You focusing on your mental health and making well-being and self-care is a priority for you in the month of July. Make a lot of time, or if not, if you can't set aside a designated time each day, then designate a specific time on the weekends to really have self-care time. Turn off the phone, the alerts, spend time with yourself, pampering yourself, loving up on yourself, really nursing and healing yourself back to divine and perfect health. The second card we got for you was spend more time outdoors. And it says, God, thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. So, Mother Nature is a healer. Being outside in the grass and the trees, just meditating outdoors, just getting that renewed sense of inspiration is extremely healing. And for the month of July, you're being encouraged to go outside more. Try not to stay in the house cooped up. I know it's really hard right now with the Rona out there. You know, we can't go out and do many of the things that we used to love and enjoy and things that made our hearts smile. And I know a lot of people are struggling mentally with having to be restricted and locked down, but try to make time to get outside and really clear out your mental space and pray and meditate outdoors if possible in July. And the last card you got is God is in charge. God, please help me to let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone included. So, yeah, like I said, July is going to be a month really focused on your healing. Knowing that you are releasing this person, releasing the situation in faith and in trust that God is helping you release your bondage to this person. Have faith that God has nothing but great things in store for you. Know that you will heal, you will overcome this, no matter how hard, how heavy, how burdensome or weighed down you feel right now, you will overcome. There are great things for you, Virgo. Okay? So, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I'm rooting for you, Virgo. Until next month, I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.